When the movie came out, some friends and I, we went and saw it. Loved it. Fucking awesome. Um, and then a few weeks later, my real good friend Dustin, who we were both huge Halloween fans, huge. We had seen it separately, so we were like, you know what, I'd be down with seeing it again. Let's go see it together. Before it's out of theaters, and we were like, hell yeah, let's go see it together, even though we've both already seen it once. And then somewhere along the way, we came up with this bright idea. Well, let's drop acid and go watch Halloween H20. So we went to a place in town that was pretty well known for, if you show up there, someone will offer you drugs. And we went there, and within like what, less than 10 minutes, someone was like, hey, you want some acid? We were like, that's exactly what we're looking for. And let me just say right now, kids, don't do drugs. Just because I did them doesn't mean you should. And so yeah, we got our acid. We had 2 tabs each of some paper blotter that we didn't think was going to be that great, and so we dropped it, and then hitched a ride. We got a ride. We didn't actually hitch, but we got a ride to the theater, and halfway there, I mean, it wasn't a far ride. It was like a 10-minute drive. Within like 5 minutes, we were already feeling it. Everything was getting a little weird and crazy. So we got there. We were like starting to trip trying to buy our tickets. I remember we got the tickets and we got in the building and we both went straight to the bathrooms. Because we went in there and we were just like, we had to get away from people because there was nobody in there. So we were like, oh, it's kicking in, all right. Anyway, so we went and we found our seats. We sat down, and by the time we sat down and the movie was starting, the acid was already, it was really kicking in strong. It was going full force. And how we managed to sit there and watch Halloween H20, watch Michael Myers freaking stalking and killing people while we were frying balls in a theater with other people around, I don't know how we managed it. But yeah, I remember just being like this, like at the screen, and it looked like Michael was coming out of the screen. I'm like, the movie was over, right? That's only, what, an hour and a half. When you take acid, that shit lasts, what, somewhere between 6 to 8 hours, depending on the quality of the acid you took. Listen to me like a drug expert over here. So we still had like 5 to 6 hours worth of tripping left. Oh my god. And then it was just crazy. It was a crazy night. We went to Target and we were wandering around the aisles just out of our minds. We've got our ride back home, which we did wind up hearing for the first time a really weird song on the radio. And I thought I was tripping. I was like, okay, I'm tripping because this sounds crazy. It turns out the song is actually really weird.
China, the Chinese chicken. You have a drumstick and your brain stops sticking. Watching X-Files with no lights on, with all our maze on. I hope the smoking man's in this one like Harrison Ford. I'm getting frantic, like Sting I'm tantric, like Snickers guaranteed to satisfy. Like Kurosawa, I make mad films. Okay, I don't make films, but if I did, they'd have a samurai. Gonna get a set of better clubs, gonna find the kind with tiny enough just so my irons aren't always flying off the backswing. Gonna get into my Sailor Moon, cause the cartoonist got the boom anime babes to make me think the wrong thing.
What a prime time to hear like the weirdest sounding song while you're tripping on acid. Okay, anyway. And then I had to walk through the dark streets of town to go and meet my girlfriend who was getting off work so that I could walk her home so that she'd be safe. And I'm walking down the freaking dark streets of town just seeing Michael around every corner. It was fucking messed up. I will say this. I wound up having nightmares about Michael Myers and Halloween for 2.5 years after that experience. They were interesting. They were definitely interesting dreams, but yeah. So maybe if you're gonna drop some acid and go watch a movie, maybe watch a comedy or something. 2001, you know, don't go watching Halloween. Ingenious.